Healing looks like therapy every week. Healing looks like giving myself grace when I need to, and also, making sure that I continue to live my...
In one of the most shocking reality TV scandals in recent memory, Brooke Bailey, a longtime face on Basketball Wives, has found herself at the center of controversy. Shaunie Henderson, a voice close to production, has come forward with bold claims accusing Brooke of lying and pretending for the cameras. This drama didn't just affect the cast, it shook the entire foundation of the show and left fans stunned. At the center of this chaos is a tale full of twists, secrets, and betrayals.
Well, I have new things that I would like to put on the table for everyone. Something that she doesn't know is, as of the last 72 hours, I have been on the phone with her business partner, Sunday, on three-way call on mute.
It's a behind-the-scenes storm that few saw coming. What began as a hopeful return for Brooke quickly turned into a firestorm of allegations and mistrust. When Season 12 of Basketball Wives was announced, many fans were happy to see Brooke Bailey returning. After all, she had gone through a heartbreaking loss in 2022. Her daughter passed away. Viewers believed this would be a chance to see a softer, more vulnerable Brooke. The promos for the season even focused on her healing journey, leading fans to think they'd witness her growth and recovery. The production team also had high hopes.
Sunday and Jackie were supposed to be putting together a production company. After 6 months of listening to Jackie and all of her lies, Sunday finally realized that she is a fugazi business owner, so it made her reach out to me to expose Jackie.
They believed Brooke would be more honest and open, showing a side of her that hadn't been seen before. But the hopeful vibe didn't last long. Not long after filming began, whispers started spreading among the cast and crew. Something wasn't right. According to people working on the show, Brooke's actions quickly raised red flags. Some insiders said she began acting very differently, almost like she was planning every move. Instead of someone recovering from grief, she seemed calculated and strategic. Castmates began to feel uneasy around her. While the cameras showed one version of Brooke, the reality behind the scenes was very different.
I have been hearing her on the phone, listening to her conversations, and one thing that she said about you is that she's sick of hearing your voice.
Her voice?
Yes. And she also said no one's interested in you and Christian getting married. Oh, she sent your nudes, and with your vagina and your breasts out.
What the?
She absolutely hates Evelyn and Shaunie. Literally said the word hate out of her mouth.
The cast started noticing that things they said in private were somehow ending up in scenes on the show almost word for word. At first, they brushed it off as coincidence, but it kept happening. Soon, it became too frequent to ignore. People began to suspect that someone was secretly recording off-camera conversations. Eventually, fingers were pointed at Brooke. One cast member decided to speak up. They brought their concerns directly to the producers. According to sources close to production, Brooke was accused of secretly recording conversations using her phone. If true, this would be a serious violation of the show's rules and could even have legal consequences. Basketball Wives has strict confidentiality agreements. Private conversations are supposed to stay off the record unless filmed. If Brooke was secretly recording others without their permission, it could have placed the network in serious legal danger. This wasn't just regular reality show drama. It looked like a deliberate plan to gain the upper hand by collecting sensitive information and using it later for dramatic confrontations on camera. That level of control and manipulation shocked even the most seasoned producers. As more cast members learned about the situation, the set grew increasingly toxic. People became paranoid. No one knew who they could trust, or if their private conversations would later be used against them on the show. The atmosphere on set shifted completely from a space meant for filming fun, entertaining scenes, to a place filled with fear and tension. Though Shaunie Henderson, the show's executive producer, had stepped away from being a full-time cast member, she still held power behind the scenes. Known for protecting the brand, and making sure the show stayed professional, Shaunie was quick to act when the situation spiraled out of control. Between the growing complaints, possible legal risks, and overall tension on set, producers realized something had to be done. The final straw came during a rooftop event in downtown Los Angeles. It was supposed to be a bonding night for the women, a chance to have real conversations in a peaceful setting. The production team hoped this night would show more personal, emotional moments rather than the usual explosive drama. But things didn't go as planned. When Brooke arrived, everything changed. According to eyewitnesses, her energy was aggressive and confrontational. Rather than joining the group naturally, she seemed to be hunting for drama. She looked around the room as if choosing who to target. As the women chatted about growth, past conflicts, and trust, Brooke pulled out her phone. Without warning, she began reading what she claimed were screenshots and audio messages that exposed one of the newer cast members. The messages supposedly showed that person talking badly about the veteran cast, especially Shaunie Henderson. Everyone in the room froze. Mentioning Shaunie in a negative way, especially with supposed recordings as evidence, shocked the entire cast. The mood turned cold immediately. Instead of thinking Brooke was being honest, the cast saw her move as a calculated attack. One cast member said Brooke was acting like a spy. Another got up and left in tears, feeling betrayed. Things got even worse when other cast members asked to look more closely at Brooke's screenshots. The formatting seemed strange, and the timelines didn't add up. It started to look like the messages had been edited or taken out of context. Rumors started spreading that Brooke may have made fake social media accounts to trick cast members into saying things that could later be used against them. If true, this went far beyond normal drama. This kind of behavior crossed into dangerous territory, possibly even harassment or fraud. As producers scrambled to manage the fallout, emergency calls were made. Shaunie Henderson was contacted immediately. Once Shaunie was informed of what happened, she didn't waste any time. Within 24 hours, she called a high-level meeting with the show's producers and VH1 executives. She made her feelings very clear. Brooke's behavior was unacceptable. For Shaunie, it wasn't just about the drama. It was about protecting the integrity of a show she had worked hard to build. Brooke's actions, secret recordings, possible fake evidence, and manipulative behavior put the whole franchise at risk. The decision to remove Brooke from the show was quick and unanimous. Producers knew that letting her stay would only make things worse and possibly put them in legal trouble. Instead of accepting her removal quietly, Brooke fought back. She surprised everyone by going live on Instagram. There was no advance notice, no promotion, just a calm-looking Brooke appearing on screen. But her words were anything but calm. For nearly 30 minutes, Brooke shared her side of the story. She painted a very different picture of what had been happening behind the scenes. She accused the show of playing favorites, saying some cast members were protected no matter what they did, while others were punished for small things. Her biggest claims were aimed at Shaunie Henderson. Brooke suggested that certain people had secrets and that she knew about them. She brought up non-disclosure agreements, implying that some cast members had been forced to stay quiet about serious issues. These accusations shook the fan base and cast alike. Despite the chaos, neither VH1 nor Shaunie responded publicly. They chose to stay quiet, refusing to give Brooke's claims more attention. Instead of engaging in a public battle, they handled everything behind closed doors. Brooke was informed through formal channels that her contract was ending. She also received legal warnings about breaking confidentiality agreements. The network made it clear they wanted no further involvement with her. This silent strategy worked. Without public support, Brooke's claims slowly lost traction. The noise around her story began to fade. Brooke's departure sparked a bigger conversation. She had accused the show of editing footage, creating fake storylines, and protecting certain cast members. Whether you believe her or not, her claims raised important questions about the reality TV industry. Are viewers really seeing the truth? Or are they watching carefully edited stories meant to push drama and ratings? For some fans, Brooke became a whistleblower, exposing the dark side of entertainment. Others saw her as a bitter ex-cast member trying to get back at the people who fired her. As of now, there are no signs that VH1 will bring Brooke back. The show has moved on, and so has Shaunie. But Brooke continues to hint that she has more evidence and may release it in the future. Whether or not that happens, this scandal has already changed Basketball Wives. It exposed the risks of reality TV, how personal relationships can be twisted for drama, and how one cast member can shake up an entire production. This situation might also set a new standard in the industry. Producers may become more careful when hiring cast members. Legal teams might add more protection in contracts. And fans might start asking more questions about what's real and what's not. In the end, Brooke Bailey's fall from Basketball Wives was more than just a firing. It became a lesson in power, strategy, and the price of playing too hard in the world of reality TV. And there you have it, folks, the explosive truth behind Brooke Bailey's sudden removal from Basketball Wives. From secret recordings and fake messages to bold accusations against Shaunie Henderson herself, this situation went from reality TV drama to full-blown scandal. Brooke didn't just stir the pot, she flipped the whole table. Whether you believe she was exposing the truth or simply spiraling after being called out, one thing is clear: this chapter of Basketball Wives will never be forgotten. The rooftop confrontation, the fallout with the cast, and Brooke's now infamous Instagram live have all left a permanent mark on the show. So what does this mean for the future of Basketball Wives? Will we see new rules, tighter contracts, and more careful casting? Or will the drama continue to escalate as producers chase the next viral moment? Only time will tell. As for Brooke, she may be off the show, but something tells us she's not done talking. Will she come back with receipts? A tell-all interview? Or maybe even her own platform to expose more behind-the-scenes secrets? Whatever happens next, you know I'll be right here keeping you in the loop. So if you want the latest updates, the real tea, and the truth behind the headlines, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Brooke was set up? Or did she go too far trying to play the game? Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay tuned, stay real, and remember, in the world of reality TV, nothing stays hidden for long.